He is Beninese, precisely from Alida, an old historic city founded around the 14th century. The founders of the kingdoms of Porto Novo and Abomey originally departed from this city. Welcome to Abomey, the city of King Béhanzin, the fierce opponent to the French penetration into Dahomey. Going to Abomey is tantamount to trading the sacred land of Amazons, these fearsome women warriors who gave trouble to French troops. This museum, established as heritage site by UNESCO, was their palace. Here, you will see thrones of kings, tombs of some of them, their clothes, weapons, and other utilitarian objects. The guide will tell you that Abomey had a powerful army, the best organized of its time, and he will not have lied to you. The Archeological Village, located 9 kilometers from Abomey, tells a lot about the war strategy of that army.
On century 18, there was no light. This main room we are in is used as a trap because people living in the underground houses, when they come, they go directly to the boxes. And from there, you all can see the entry, using the sunlight to see you coming in. And if you come, you stay here, right on the spot, and to them you're an intruder. And instead of letting you go alive, they will kill you, for you now to go and tell your story in a hole that is supposed to be their shelter. From the top to the basements, there are 7.5 meters. Here we are in a underground basement. The entry has a circular shape. And the old entry makes the central axis of the main room, which has the shape of an egg. Why is that? Because they didn't want people outside to be able to hear what they were saying inside. Sound diffusion being horizontal, if they use rectangular or square-shaped walls in these underground basements, the sound would have been diffused up to the top, and outsiders would have been able to hear and understand conversations from the inside.
It is said that in white men's countries, Romans were those who used to practice such techniques. But Beninese did not descend from the Romans. And yet, it appears they were genius at war strategy. I urge you to visit the site of about 7 hectares to discover the ingenuity of the people and the remains that were found in these bunkers. On the same latitude, east side, you can visit Ketu, the Oduduwa community. This old Yoruba kingdom was founded by the eldest son of King of Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife is a town in Nigeria. It is said to be the cradle of the Yoruba people. At Ketu, in Benin, you can see the holy crown of the King of Ile-Ife. How come? Well, the story goes that the King of Ile-Ife threw his children out of his palace and asked them to go and found their own kingdom. Smarter as he was, the elder son stole and took the crown of his father away with him. In his flight, he found refuge here and built his kingdom after having subjected the occupants. The biggest sight of Ketu is 2 magic doors, a male and a female. They have incredible supernatural powers that would be tedious to enumerate here. Yet, keep in mind that nobody ever closes the male door, but it may close on its own. Whenever this happens, it's to announce a major potential disaster on Ketu. The Fa, which is an art of divination, will thereafter be consulted to get a clear idea of the type of misfortune and ward it off. The female door, on the other hand, allows a woman facing reproductive problems to get pregnant. She only needs to make the request to it and agree to comply with the requirements that follow. We now turn to the Heights of Benin. Let me tell you right away that it has nothing to do with the Kilimanjaro. These are hills and mountain ranges proportional to the size of the country. Have a look at those of Dasizome. At the foot of one of them, A Mary's grotto was constructed since 1954 because it was believed the place looks like Lourdes in France. A few miles away, 3 large bowls announce Save, an ancient Yoruba kingdom. These are the breasts of Save. The baldest of the 3 is called Iyachabi, that is to say, the mother of Save. Formerly, these hills were actual shields of fortresses against invaders. That break was well worth a transition to the main course. Silence then, for the mouth that eats does not talk, it savors. You've seen in sequence the falls of Tanugu and Kota and the beautiful landscape of Atakura that the camera has some trouble showing at perfection. Now, you're in the 100% natural park of Penderi. It is the largest and most populated with wildlife in the western part of Africa.
Penderi covers like 266,000 hectares, so quite big. The Penderi Park is a natural one, still primal, then it's an ideal attraction for tourists. It also offers resting facilities. You will not only see the animals, but the resting rooms as well. If you're tired, you can rest and keep on with your visit the day after. I suggest you visit Penderi because it's full with animals of all kinds.